Hey everybody, it's April 1st and welcome back to another edition of Newegg TV. I'm Elric, your host, and today we're going to be taking a look at something really nifty from the people over at ASRock. This is their brand new 939 Dual SATA 2 board. Features the latest Athlon 64 processor and has the new PCI Express lane on it. That's right. So not only can you run your old AGP card, you can run the newfangled PCI card as well. Lots of exciting stuff. You can even run a 64-bit OS on it. So with that said, let's jump in and let's check out this new board from ASRock. All right, folks, so let's check out some of the features. This thing has a 1000 megahertz front and side bus, can use dual channel DDR400 memory. Once again, it shows the PCI Express, and you get surround display of up to 4 monitors. As we go down, you can see it supports dual core CPUs, and it's Rev-E CPU ready. So that means you can use the latest Athlon 64 CPUs that support the 64-bit OS. On the box, we also see a slot for PCI Express and a slot for real AGP8X display cards. So regardless of whether you have the older AGP or the newer PCI Express card, you can use either one in this motherboard. Now down at the bottom, you guys can see it's got the name of it, the 939 Dual SATA 2 from ASRock. Supports Windows XP, the latest operating system from Microsoft. Let's flip it around real quick. Just take a look at the back of the box. Not much there, just talks about their hybrid booster, ASRock cop, and a little picture. Now beyond that, let's jump in and let's see what comes. I'm going to pop the cap right here. We're going to start the bat. High-speed IDE cables. You guys know IDE, very, very fast transfer rates, just, all in all, the latest in technology. Now we do have some of this newfangled SATA stuff. We've got a couple cables in here for SATA. We've got the AMD Ale. These are all the drivers for the board and everything. We have a very interesting little thing here. Let's open this up here. You guys can see this is SLI. That's right. You get your SLI bridge right there. Look at that. SLI bridge, Rojas by ASRock. Says it all right there in the packaging. Interesting. Getting down in here, we have the 939 Dual SATA E2 motherboard manual with all kinds of information about the board in there. You guys all know that. Interesting stuff. We also have a couple of notes in here. Says, for ATI X300 and other 300 cards, it'll work in here. Now also, that all-in-wonder X800T will also work very well in this board. You guys might see that. Paul did that today also as an unboxing, and that product will work perfect here. More little notes, just has a jumper cap instruction. There was actually a little tool in here for popping the thing off the motherboard. Very interesting. Then last but not least, we have some things on telling you how to properly hook up this new SATA. So it's telling you how to hook up all the SATA stuff right there in case you've never seen that before. It's really new technology. Lots of instruction guides. Let's open it up here and see the motherboard and all of its stuff. I'll pull the motherboard out and, what? Hold on here. I think someone's pulled a fast one on me. This is an Albitron motherboard. And in fact, it's not even an AMD one. It's an Albitron 915 board. Well, you know what? I've gone this far. Let's just talk about this board. So all right, folks, here we're looking at the new Albitron PX915 P4C Pro. Features the new socket 478 and uses the Pentium 4 Prescott and Celeron D CPUs. Has a front side bus of 533 or 800 megahertz, depending on the type of processor you're using, and it also features hyper-threading technology. Now, the north bridge on this is the Intel 915P, and the south bridge is the Intel ICH6. For your memory, this thing supports 4 gigabytes of DDR400 memory. You see we have 4 184-pin DIMM slots there. Now, one thing that's really interesting about this board, though, is the new PCI channels on this. Now, as we scroll down, we see right on the top here, we have the brand new PCI Express. Now, this is a 16X slot, and we'll use all of the latest video cards. We also see the 2 blue slots right there. Those are all PCIe 1X. And then down below that, we have 3 of your standard PCI slots. Now you guys can see this has VIA technology across the board. Use the VIA sound chip. This thing has 7.1 audio. Now, interestingly enough, the I/O on this board is pretty cool. So let's spin it around and let's take a look at the I/O. In their I/O, we see both the legacy keyboard and mouse ports, a COM port, an LPT port, our 7.1 analog audio. Then below that, we have our LAN port and all of the latest USB 2.0 connectivity for that ultra fast connections through USB 2.0. So not only did the motherboard come in the box as a raw motherboard, it came in with a CPU. So let's check this CPU out. Maybe I can spin it around so the cameraman can zoom that, but let's take a look there. Let's see here, there we go. So you guys can see we've got the latest 2.0 Pentium processor in there, made in Costa Rica from the people at Intel. So this is pretty interesting stuff. Anybody out there is looking for a really fast, really new motherboard? This motherboard is going to be the one you're going to want to put in your system. It's just incredible. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Newegg TV, where we brought you our world's first product switcheroo video. Now, this new Albitron motherboard has all of the latest features on it, supports old school AGP graphics cards and the latest, newest PCIe graphics cards. For those out there looking for the most incredible and newest performance, this Albitron is the one to look at. You want to buy it. With that said, I hope you guys like this video, and if you're not subscribed to Newegg, please make sure you do so, or you won't get to see any of this really cool stuff we do here on the channel.